Yo, what is up, guys? So today we're going to be going over some of the patch notes of Season 5, 5.1, I believe is the patch notes. Pretty simple, quick stuff. It's really nothing crazy, but like there are a lot of changes. So I'm really not going to go over all of this stuff because honestly, it's just way too much. Basically, obviously everybody's seen the pictures. New map, new camps, new buffs, new everything. Okay. Let's just keep all over that. This right here, it tells you the scaling of the stuff, XP, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. Now let's just go to the straight into the items. Right here, this is what we want to be looking at. The blessings. This is the new starter items of the game. Conquest blessings are gonna be assassin's blessings, guardian's blessings, hunter's blessings, I believe mage's blessings, and warrior's blessings. Pretty much, imagine it's like a stacking item that goes with minions that becomes better later on. So at first it's okay, later on it becomes a great item for only 700 gold, especially because it helped you in the early game to accomplish something. Anybody is going to be able to get any of the blessings. You don't have to be a mage to get the assassin's blessing. You don't have to be a guardian to get the hunter's blessings or mage blessings or whatever. So everybody can get anything. So sometimes you're going to be seeing some mages maybe jungling, so they go ahead and build assassin's blessing, which if you read it, pretty much it goes like this. You get 35 bonus damage versus jungle monsters, 7% health restored. It's kind of like Bomba's Mask. It's pretty much the same thing. It gives you 20 mana, which I believe Bomba's only gave you 15. So it gives you a little bit more mana. And then every time you kill jungle monster are worth 1 stack, and enemy gods are worth 5. At 50, you get 10 penetration. So this is going to be great for most of your junglers. You're probably going to want to pick up on everybody besides maybe Thanatos. Thanatos, you know, he doesn't really need necessarily the penetration a whole lot, since he's 2 already gives him quite a bit of penetration, as well as the health restoring. It's not really that big of a deal to Thanatos most of the time because the camps already give him health back, and his one gives him health back enough. So it's really not going to be that big of a deal for him. He might want to build maybe boots level 2 and then another item, or boots level 2, get a couple health pots, couple mana pots, and start going into the jungle, and then go back early in the game to base, get boots level 3, and keep going from there. So yeah, let's look at guardians. It's pretty much same thing. All of them are gonna be 700 gold. So 100 health, 5 physical protection, 5 magical protection, 7 HP and mana restore per minion assist. So kind of like a Watcher's Gift, just that this one will give you protections, which Watcher's Gift did not. And then 3 gold per minion assisted. But once you get to 50 stacks, as you guys can see, it's going to evolve from 3 gold to 5 gold. So it's going to keep you relevant throughout the game, even if you're behind, because you're going to keep getting gold no matter what, and it's going to be a pretty good amount of gold. Hunter's Blessings. 715 basic attack damage. That's pretty solid. I mean, that's going to help you in the early game, period. And that's going to help you also to build attack speed, and it actually helping you and being more relevant. You know, we see a lot of hunters not building the attack speed route because it drops off some of that damage early. But this will allow you to build the attack speed and still have some of that. And whenever it evolves and it gets 75 stacks, it gives you 15 attack speed. That's quite a bit. I mean, that's a lot, and then it gives you another 15 bonus basic attack damage. So it's just a solid item. Like, there's no reason for your hunter not to pick this up, unless, I don't know, maybe you're a very, very ability based hunter, which in that case you might want to pick up mage blessings, which basically gives you cooldown when it evolves. 75 stacks, it gives you a cooldown, and 31 bonus ability based damage, which, you know, maybe Uller will want to pick this up, maybe a Musenkab will want to pick this up since he's pretty strong ability based and stuff like that. But I highly doubt it. I just feel like every hunter should be picking up this, except for maybe Uller. So Warrior's Blessing. This is strong. This is just straight up strong. 50 health, 3 reduction to all damage taken, kind of like Vanguard, right? 40 of your health is restored upon dealing damage to an enemy god. 10-second cooldown. That means that early in the game, you're gonna be able to just heal straight up 40 health, which is not a lot, but at the same time, it is a lot when you're in the very, very early stage where you're at level 1. You hit somebody, right? You're about to die. Bam. You hit him again. Maybe they were about to kill you, but because of this 40 health, you might have survived. Plus health pots and mana pots. That's just strong, right? And then once you get to your stacks, blah, 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 it evolves to 10 physical and magical protection, which will help you obviously overall in the game later down the line. All right, and then this is non-conquest, which I'm not really gonna go over too much. Most people don't play other things but conquest. Rod got a slight buff nerf. The gold got decreased to 3,000, so it's cheaper. The magical power got increased, but the plot twist to it is that your percentage passive that it had before is not going to be at all times. It's actually just going to be when you're hitting somebody that is below 50% health. So this basically makes it so that the mages don't have just a power spike where as soon as they get rod, you pretty much cannot box in 1v1 unless you are ahead of them, unless you are an assassin that can just come in one shot and get out. So, I mean, I think this is a great change. It's definitely going to shift the meta a little bit more so that mages build differently. Because before, every mage had to build a Rod of the Hoodie. That was just a core item. If you didn't build Rod, you basically weren't doing enough damage. Now, you're going to be able to do different builds, which the patch notes are still not live, so I can't really tell you what they are going to be exactly. Let me see. Yeah, it's still not live. It's going to be live very soon, so I'll make a video on that in a second. But yeah. Telekinesis ring actually got a buff. It's going to be crazy for like the Chronos, Souls, Freyas. It's gonna be great. Basically increased gold. They added a 20% attack speed, and the new passive says that your basic attacks deal a bonus damage of 10 plus 5% of your magical power. This effect does not hit on structures. This right here, that's the key part. 5%. That 5% can mean a lot, especially into a Chronos, because it goes up as you go, right? It's not just a set number where it's like, oh, it's 30 per hit. No, it's going to be 30 per hit maybe, but then it's gonna go up to 50 per hit. It might go up to 70 per hit, something like that, right? Book of the Dead. I don't think I'm going to be picking up Book of the Dead anymore for Aquangan at all. Just because of the change you had. You had a decrease in gold, but they removed completely the 20 magical lifesteal. Completely removed it out of the game. They added 200 mana, and the new passive is if you drop below 50% HP, you get a shield equal to 25% of your current mana. Shield lasts for 6 seconds. That's important to know. This effect can only occur once every 90 seconds. That's great for several mages that are going to be going in and are a little more tanky, like maybe a Zhonghui, something like that. It's gonna be great for them because they're gonna go in. Once they drop below 50, they're gonna get another 25% back, right? So they're gonna go back to 75% health for 6 seconds, and it's great for tanky mages. It's just not gonna be great for Akwang anymore, unfortunately. The power is still going to be the same. So it's still going to be 100 power, which is great. It's just not going to have lifesteal. So I just don't feel like it's going to make a slot for me on my personal build that I usually do with him because I go the magical stealth route. Now, this right here might change my mind about how I feel about Book of the Dead because this right here might open up a slot where I don't need to get one of my old items. So, right here, 2,300 gold, so it's not too expensive. It is only 65 magical power, 150 health, 12% lifesteal, 10% cooldown. This is really important. This is really good stats so far. Now the passive, I mean, these are good stats right here. This not so much, but The new passive is every time you hit an enemy with an ability or basic attack, you gain 1 stack. At 5 stacks, your next ability will deal bonus damage equal to 25% of your magical power. That's insane, first of all. And you will heal yourself and allies within 30 units of you for 25% of your magical power. This right here, it's disgusting. Like, you're gonna be an Kwang, you're gonna go in and you're gonna heal your teammates for like a bunch of health. Like, let's say you throw your dragons, all your dragons at once, right? Usually late game to squishies, it's doing about 800 damage if you do my regular build. Sometimes a little bit less, like 700 damage. Most of the time, it's above 800, right? So 25% out of those 800, it's gonna be healing yourself as well as other people that are standing right beside you. That's gonna be pretty insane, and it's gonna have an extra 25% dealing on the damage. I mean, I don't know. To me, that just seems very strong. This is definitely gonna be something I'm gonna be testing with a couple of my builds on my Kwang and see if it makes a slot. This right here is also gonna be crazy. This is probably gonna be replacing Bancrofts, or this might be the item that replaces Book of the Dead for me. So yeah, Book of the Dead privilege. Yeah, they even talk about it. Anyways, 2800 gold. It's not a cheap item. It's a luxury item, but it's gonna be one of my core items. This is probably gonna be my 4th item in my build. I go boots, Bancrofts, Spear of Desolation, and then I'll go into this. 100 magical power, same thing as Book of the Dead. 200 mana, same thing as Book of the Dead. 15% magical life steal, that's great. But not only that, passive. When your magical life steal, your magical life steal from items is increased by 50%. Let's get that. Let's just, you know, stay on that for a second. Your magical life steal from items is increased by 50%. 50%. That means you're not gonna need to build as many items to get the maximum amount of lifesteal. Your magical power is increased by 100% of your magical lifesteal you have. If you are Ao Quan, this is a must pick up, no doubt. Your passive gives you lifesteal. Well, they might have made some changes to Ao Quan, which I think they're going over right now. Yeah, they definitely made some changes to Ao Quan, but I still don't know what it's going to be yet. But let's say it stays as the lifesteal that it is currently. I mean, this is insane. You already have lifesteal in your passive, plus this lifesteal. It's ridiculous. And then 100% of that becomes magical. The power is increased by 100%. It's just crazy. Anti-tank items, they change a lot of the penetration stuff. The Obsidian, Titan's Bane, Ethereal Staff. These are, I mean, I think these are good changes for the meta. I think that this is going to be strong as far as, you know, it's not going to be as strong towards squishes because that's what they're going for. They're going for that. We don't want, oh man, I closed the thing. Anyways, basically, we don't want squishes to just be getting super ahead like that. We don't want squishies to just be being able to hold on, there we go. We don't want squishies to just being able to basically go and kill anybody, but we don't also want a guardian to just build this and then be able to kill any squishy like one shot just because they build one penetration item and the rest of them is a bunch of tank stuff. Stacking items, Spirit of Desolation, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Spirit of Desolation, this is great. I like this. You know, 20 more power. The penetration got a little decrease, but that's okay. I mean, it's 20 more power. I think it will make up for it anyways. Spear of Magus, it actually went up, but the power also went up. So, that, I mean, I guess that's okay. Bancrofts. They added 150 mana. That's cool. What are other stuff? I mean, there's just so many item changes that like it's kind of hard to go to go over all of this, but you guys pretty much get the gist of it. Those are just the most important things of the meta. These new items right here are gonna be the changers right here. These new starting items, because there's no more bombas, there's no more soulstone, there's no more anything else. It's just gonna be straight up these items, and once you get one, you cannot get other ones. So once you get the assassin's blessing, you cannot pick up a guardian's blessing. Once you get that guardian's blessing, you cannot pick up a hunter's blessing, and you're gonna have to stick with your decision at the beginning of the game, which can pretty much be the make or break on how your early game goes. So that's pretty much gonna be it. They are gonna post the god changes, and I might make a video about it. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and turn the notification bells on. Thank you. Bye bye.